GHB TV. Happy Father's Day. I got my man Bang with me. He said today is a very important day because only we know what we go through mentally. You know what I mean? And all of us, most of us are fathers, especially of us that's gonna be here today. So we gotta make this a special one. You feel me? It's for all my brothers on lockdown. And I ain't talking about jail.
Right, right, right. No bullshit.
Nah, bang. What's up though, my boy? How you feeling, man?
Fathers out there, the daddies out there, the papas out there, the granddaddies out there, man. It's our day to day, man. Yeah, I mean, if they don't celebrate us, we will. You feel me?
Hey, this weekend, what kind of weekend would you call this? As far as the fights.
I would call I would call it a the beginning of a new beginning. Uh, and I say that because we got we got a person like Hitchens that's gonna be like really starting to get like his just due, right? We got a fighter like Lyanna Cruz that's really finna start making noise in the women's division. I mean, in women's boxing. Uh, 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 Andy Cruz. This fight put him in position to be to fight for a belt. You know, so yeah, man, just the beginning of a new beginning. You feel me? We got a couple of new champions. Uh, well, we got a champion. We got a new champion contender in Andy Cruz, and we got Africa who defended his belt for the first time. You feel me? So it's the beginning of a new beginning. You feel me?
You spoke on Lyanna Cruz. I thought she was in a barn burner. I thought she was in a street fight. That was a rumble. Leanna Cruz, 26 years old. She advanced to 11-0 with one knockout. She fought a girl who was 21 years old, and I believe her record was 8-5 with one knockout. Very tough, very tough individual. I'm sorry. I thought that Leanna Cruz would come in there and have her way, and it'd be an easy victory. Um, she I felt like with her ability, from what I've been seeing, she would make the fight a lot easier. I felt like she got right in the mix with that girl. Like soon as they started punching with each other, it got ugly. You know what I mean? Right away. And I think what really saved Leanna Cruz in that fight was the body work. I mean, if she wasn't going to the body, she wouldn't have been able to slow that girl down at times because the girl was giving me 3, 4 punch combinations at a time. Great fight. Leanna Cruz even got up from a knockdown and fought her way back. They gave her the victory. I ain't gonna lie. She one of my favorites, but I thought it was a draw because it was just a close fight all the way through. You know what I mean? But I could be tripping. Maybe I gotta watch it again. Some people said no, watch it again. I don't know. But what you think, Bang?
I really feel like Liana came out there. She's so much of a boy. You feel me? It's like she's so much of a boy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No offense to her, but like she not a girl, bro. Like she one of the most beautiful in the game. We ain't gonna get that messed up at all tangled and twisted. But she got the heart of a boy. You feel me? Um, she tough as nails. She came out and like you said, she kind of like she let the fight start too early because what was her name? Chavez. Her name was Chavez. Chavez. She Mexican, so she fought like a Mexican. She came out ready to start the fight from the first to the last round. Lyanna is a smooth criminal. She's a slick boxer, like, but she played into Chavez's game. Now here's the thing. I felt like she should have waited a little second before she turned up on her. But it's like she just she gave Chavez the fight she was looking for. Now, as far as who won the fight, right? I didn't see it live, but I caught it on the rewatch. Lyanna beat that girl, bro. Cause here's the thing. She got the knockdown in what there was, a second or first round or something like that. She knocked Cruz down. Good for her. Lyanna come back, she body work. Boom, boom, boom. Then she coming out here like this. I said, man, she trained like she fight like she trained by Bozy. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Throwing them high blocks up, rolling off, rolling off the punches. You feel me? Like it was beautiful to watch, bro. Now she got caught a lot of times. I feel like she got caught more than what she usually do. She didn't dominate like she usually do. She was in a tooth and nail fight. But her body work, bro, just it was so it was like how does she know to work the body so much like that? She's a girl. You feel me?
Hold
Like
on,
she's
Bang.
a girl. I got
Hold
you.
on,
I see.
real quick. They saying that I'm froze. My bad. Did it sharpen up? Because I turned the Wi-Fi off. Sometimes I got to turn it off. Sometimes I got to turn it on.
Hold on,
It
let me
get
see.
it get crazy in here. My bad, Bang.
No, you
They said,
good. You good.
yeah, they said I'm good now. I turned the
Okay.
Wi-Fi. I turned the Wi-Fi off.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, we talking about Lyanna Cruz, and shout out to everybody that's tapping in, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you pat yourself on the back if you're a father. You know what I mean? Happy Father's Day. Bang, my
Absolutely.
bad, bro. I ain't mean to break your
Absolutely.
stride, bro.
No, 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 no. You good. So what I was seeing was how she was intelligent enough to keep going to the body to try to slow that girl down because she knew she had high output. You know what I'm saying? Um, her jabbing, her punch selection is just is
Mm,
it's of a man. You feel
okay.
me? Like her punch
Yeah.
selection is of a man, bro. Like you can tell her punches wasn't really phasing Chavez. Chavez tough as nails. Salute to her.
Yeah.
That was my first
Yeah.
time seeing her. Salute to her, bro. I just feel like she put Lyanna in a hard fight, but Lyanna found a way to win. So when I
Yeah.
watched it, I was judging it, trying to see, as far as like I heard everybody saying, "Oh man, it was a robbery, it was a robbery." But then I go look at it and I'm like, "No, Lyanna kind of getting a paper out there. She just
Hmm.
didn't get it just didn't look like a Lyanna Cruz fight."
It
You know what I'm
wasn't a
saying?
pretty. It wasn't a
It
pretty
wasn't pretty.
job.
It wasn't at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But shout out to Lyanna Cruz. Um, hopefully she can sign with a big promotion. Even MVP. I would love to see Jake Paul sign her because Jake Paul gonna get her rich and he gonna get her some burn. And she's very marketable. She's
Yes.
very, very marketable from personality to her
Yes.
smile, the way she look, her
Yes.
mean streak. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Lyanna Cruz, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, um, she was tough. It looked like her nose was she busted her nose. She got her nose busted or whatever, but she fought through, bro. Like
Yeah.
she she tough, bro. She tough, and she
She
gonna be hard to
definitely.
beat.
She definitely a dog. When you talk to her in person, like you said, you it's like talking to one of the best fighters in the world. That's how she carry it. I mean, that's her
Right.
energy. And she don't play neither. Like you mention another woman and they anywhere near her size, she already taking offense. You know what I mean? She
Absolutely.
she she mean like
Right,
that.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
What you mean? What you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. So you think she could beat me? Bring her
Right,
in
right,
here.
right, 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 right.
That's the shit she be on. But I mean, I think to be fair, all great fighters need a fight like this. This is how you get tested. This is how you do elevate. This is how you end up in the next level because this girl pushed her to the limit. You know what I mean? And the reason I gave it a draw was because that was Cruz, I mean a Chavez style fight.
Right.
That was a Chavez style fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, Chavez got hit with a lot of shit, and I felt like Leanna did too. And I just felt like it was fair to call it a draw, just my opinion. But I
Right.
mean,
Right.
of course, I gotta watch it again. You know what I mean? See what I think. But from what I saw that night, man, it overall just was a great performance. You know what I mean? I thought it was
Right.
crazy.
Thanks.
Um, moving on to Saturday night. You know what I mean? The young gun, Quinn Moses, 4-0, I believe 2 knockouts. I think he's only 18 years old. Now, this is what I was saying. To be 3-0 at the time and opening up for Richardson Hitchens in New York on the main card, I thought was crazy. I thought that was
Yeah.
crazy. But it was
Yeah.
something you said to me earlier. The kid Tito Mercado,
Right.
I think that was supposed to be his spot. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. That makes sense. That makes
But
sense.
his opponent got sick or got hurt. They said something with his leg. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I
So
was I was looking forward to Tito too. I want to see what he was gonna do.
yeah, because it's been his name been popping up here and there. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, let's see what he hitting for. I've seen him fight. You know what I mean? And I've seen him in the gym up close and personal. Um, very strong kid, explosive kid, but we didn't get to see him the other night. They said Zay, 20 years old. Oh, I thought he was 18. Y'all should have let me go with 18. It would have looked better. You know what I mean? But 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 20 years old. So he's 20 years old opening up for Richardson Hitchens. He did a great job. I felt like he was in there with an awkward opponent, a strong opponent, but a guy who wasn't too skillful. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
The guy, once he started punching, you could clearly see that he had an MMA background. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was crossing his feet, he was changing stance, he was pity patting a lot, and then by the time he tried to get his power shots off, it was a little too late for him. I was saying while I was watching the fight, I said I like Zaquin Moses. I really do. You know what I mean? But it's something he gonna have to do to separate himself because he fight just like Shakur, just like
Right.
it. And I know they come from the same teachings. I know they come from the same camp. So that's to be expected. But I do believe it's something he's going to have to do to separate himself from Shakur. Even though they family and he can use that boost to help him. Yeah, but at the same time, he's Zaquin Moses, and I want to see him. I just want to keep seeing him fight because I want to see him separate himself. You know what I mean? Not because he don't need to be mentioned with Shakur, but it's just like when you a fighter, you your own man because you in there by yourself. So at some
Right.
point, you know what I mean, you got to start knowing me for me. And what he did the other night, I like because a lot of the young guys they headhunt early on in their career. He was going
Right.
to that body, from the first round. So I like what he was doing though. What you think about him?
I really like Zach Quinn. I think the separation between him and Shakur right now is the fact that he got a higher output, but he also fighting lesser opponents.
Right.
He do got the Shakur style. Um, I think it'll work for him. He just got to create his own identity inside and outside the ring. But as long as they got the same like blood flowing through their veins, they're gonna always be compared. Even if he was
Mm,
a heavyweight, they're gonna be like Shakur this, Shakur that. But we talking about Zaquin. You feel me? So
yeah.
so I think he got a higher output than Shakur. He looked like he's gonna grow to be a little stronger than Shakur. Um,
Okay.
um, um, what else about him? I mean, I like at this stage, at this level, I like his distance control. He ain't mastered it, but you can tell that's something that they working on. That's gonna be an important piece in this game, especially
Right.
with his length, because I don't know if he tall for his division or if the dude who he was fighting was just small for the division. But he
Ah, ha, ha.
did he
Yeah.
did like he did keep good distance with him. He wasn't trying to get in on the inside. He fought him at a good range. You feel me? So
Right.
I think that's a good thing to be like to be doing at this stage. 4 fights,
Right.
not even legal yet. You feel me? Like, so he got some good teachings up on him, bro. I like him. I like him.
Yeah, I like him for sure, man. He's competing right now at 130 pounds. What do you see him, let's say, in the
Coming
next
out
two
at
years? Next 2 years.
2 years, probably leaving 35.
Leaving
In
35?
yeah, in 2 years. Cause like I say, I don't know if he's big for 130 or if the dude who he's fighting is small for 130. I
Well,
I, I don't know.
I think the dude he was fighting Rogers. I think his name was Carlos Rogers. He was about 5'4".
Oh, he a little bitty boy. He a
Yeah,
little old bitty boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, nah. So I don't know, cause TV make everybody look big, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably. I don't see him being at 30 that long, bro. Not for 2 years. Not for 2 years.
I got you. What
But he'll be well. I think he. All right. So if not leaving 35, he'll probably already be at 35 in 2 years.
and stuff like that.
Right, right, right. He's still a baby.
Okay. Would it be any type of matchups you would want to see him in next, or possibly in the future?
At 30, at 30, who at 30?
I mean, 30. You got is now you got Cool Boy going up. You got Oshaki Foster. You got I mean,
But
Lamont
okay.
is a 35 now.
But look. Hold up. I don't mean to
Yeah,
cut you off.
yeah.
Oshaki, I don't think him and Oshaki would fight at 30. By the
Okay,
time he's moved up in the ranks high enough to fight a champion like Oshaki, I think Oshaki will be gone by the end. Like as far as like at 35. So I don't really see that fight happening at 30. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I don't see that happening at 30. Yeah.
was two heavyweights, both undefeated. I'm gonna say Big TT.
Big TT, that's yeah. Two of the same names. That nigga name is Dwayne. Greg.
We gonna call him
TT.
TT.
Big
Six
TT.
6'6". I think he weighed in about 269, somewhere around there. Uh, 7-0, 7 knockouts. He was fighting a guy with a 9-0 record, 5 knockouts. Uh, I think he was from New Zealand
Yeah.
or Austria. It was either New Zealand or Austria, one or the other.
Yeah, he like a
Um,
he whatever he is, he Polynesian. He a big old Polynesian. You know what I'm saying?
okay, okay. I mean, we didn't get to see much. He went in there, he got the job done. He punched down on his opponent. I'm not mad at that. What I did realize about him, watching him, he did this pivot where he did this pivot where his feet, like he circled so fast. I forgot I was watching heavyweights. I said, wait a minute,
Yeah.
this bull really might be some trouble, because a man that tall with that type of athleticism, that type of balance, that type of speed could be dangerous. And we know he punching because he a heavyweight. All heavyweights is punching, if you ask me. You know what I mean? So where do you think he fits in the heavyweight division? You know what I mean? Even though he only 8-0 right now, 8 knockouts.
How old is he? 7-0? I don't want to hear nothing in the 20s. Somebody lying.
Be wrong. Somebody got to check the stats. If y'all if y'all don't mind, can y'all check the stats and see how old that guy is? Big TT.
Bro, that nigga, whatever the stats say, they lying. They lying, bro. That's a big old boy, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
man. That boy look like he well off into his 30s, bro.
yeah. He
27.
do. Yeah, somebody said
27.
27. Yeah, I was saying 28, 29. Yeah,
Oh man, that's even worse, bro. Somebody
yeah.
lying or they feeding that boy whole cows, man.
Yeah. Do you believe his power?
I believe it.
Mm.
Definitely believe it. 7-0 with 7 knockouts, or 8-0 with
Well,
8 knockouts, or something like
yeah.
that. I definitely believe it because it looked like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When he dropped old buddy the first time, bro, it was two knockdowns before the knockout, right?
He knocked him down once, I think, and then stopped him.
And then stopped him, right? So
Yeah.
so so it didn't even look like he was putting nothing on it. He just heavy. He a
Yeah.
sandbag. Know what I'm
Yeah. He
saying?
big time.
He a big old sandbag, bro. Like I don't know, man. That boy power, it gotta be real, bro, because he barely putting anything on it. You
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
true. I
I
agree.
think I think put the gun down, don't shoot me.
Talk to me.
I think Bacoli gonna become a gatekeeper, and that's gonna be his fight.
Ooh,
I think
Bacoli.
Bacoli gonna become a gatekeeper, and that's gonna be the fight everybody wanna see.
But when though? That's the thing. When?
About a year or two. About a year or two. It depend on how they move him, how active he gonna be. If he can
Right.
stay active and get the fights, and ain't nobody caught, like ain't nobody, catching leg injuries and getting sick, and all of a sudden the fight is off and all that. If he can get the fights and the recognition, I see I see Bacoli being the fight that everybody start to call for when he start getting his name up. You understand me? I think he too big for Moses. Right now,
In the comments says his name Terra Muana versus Moses Itwama in
yeah,
26 or 27. He said in
yeah, yeah.
26 or 27 the fight is going to be fire.
I see it. I see it. Shout
But
out to
you
Quinn.
ju- but but you just said at the same time you think he going to be too big.
Yeah, that power
Talk to me.
real, bro. That size real, but it gotta happen because they at heavyweight, and they got about the same amount of fights down there. They 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 in the same class as far as
Mm,
graduation. You feel me?
mm.
So they in the same class, bro. That's gonna be difficult for Moses, bro. Like I think Moses is he out of all those heavyweights, like those young heavyweights, he got the most. He's skilled up, fighting backwards,
Yeah,
forward, counter punching, the
yeah.
head movement, the feet. You know what I'm saying? I think Moses is the total package, except for his size. You feel me? He might he might have problems with Big Boy. I don't know. I don't know. I
Mm.
want to see it, but he might be a little bit too big for Moses, just off size alone. You
Moses,
feel me?
Moses, I'm really impressed with Moses' speed.
Absolutely.
Moses, Moses' speed and his power, the combination of the two, just coming from Moses Southpaw, ain't he? Is he? Is he Southpaw?
I think you're
No,
right-handed.
no. Yeah, he might be Orthodox. But either way, man, his speed and power combination is crazy. And skill set for a heavyweight. I think that's a good fight. I think that's a really good fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see the I see the height advantage, but I don't. When it comes to the power, I think we talking about fair. You know what I mean? Might be fair on my end.
Right,
I
right, right.
mean,
I mean, it's all fair. They at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
true,
All the
true.
power is fair at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what neither one of them's punch resistance is like just
Mm,
yet. You feel me? Because like I say, they ain't stepped up yet. They still young. They crawling right now. You feel me? So it's too
right.
soon to say what they chins is. You know what I'm saying? What they chins hitting on.
Right.
If they chin insurance is paid up, if they bumper to bumper, or if they liability. Yeah, I mean, like we don't know if it's liability or full coverage. You know what I'm saying? But they both on their way though. I like what heavyweight is about the brain. I wish they was American, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish they was American, but them boys got it.
yeah.
They. Oh my God, bro. My bad, y'all. They full
Yeah.
packages. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They full packages. For
I
real, for real.
understand. All right. So the co-main event of the night, Andy Cruz for the
Yeah.
guy 17-1 with one draw, named I think it's Mishura, Mishura, Mishuro.
Sharo or some shit like that. The
Yeah,
the
Michiro,
Canadian dude, Shiro.
Japanese guy. On the scale, this guy looking like a big threat. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know
Right,
too much about him. I haven't seen him fight. You know what I mean? But he looked like he was gonna be a threat. Now, size wise, in the first round, watching him, his jab, he was strong on the legs, but it was a lot missing as the rounds unfolded. Andy
right,
Cruz, Andy Cruz seemed to land at will. Looked to be too fast, too sharp, not the biggest puncher because I mean, he hit him with countless right hands. Uh,
right.
but I felt like in the comments, people were saying, "Oh, this guy's a cherry pick and this and that," and I'm like, yo, Andy Cruz got 5 fights, 6 fights. I'm like, not so much a cherry pick, but this is him going up the ladder. This
Right,
guy got this guy got 19 fights. You know what I'm saying? He's
right,
supposed to be sturdy. We don't know. We don't really know this guy. They just getting Andy up the ladder.
right,
With that being said, I wasn't mad at the fight, the matchup, but Andy was handling him well. Uh, and I think it was also good for his career because Andy to me seemed like he getting to work on his punch with these guys. Yeah, he not the power puncher, and he wasn't claiming to be the power puncher, but he's developing a punch. You know what I mean? He's learning where to hit you and how to hit you and when to
right.
hit you. You know what I'm saying? And I think each fight like that is making him more dangerous. But we got to be fair. He's been fighting 10 rounds plus since he turned pro. So obviously he's gonna be moving up the ladder pretty quick. I'm hearing that he's like a mandatory for the IBF, I believe. They saying that Miratala got the IBF right now. You know what I'm saying? He's been awarded the IBF because of Lomachenko retiring. I mean,
Right.
what do you see for Andy Cruz?
Um, so first of all, Andy Cruz is no longer a Cuban fighter.
Mm,
He's no longer an amateur style fighter. That
mm,
boy's all American. He
mm,
went out there. You can tell he a student. Every
yeah.
time he go out there, he look more and more like he coming out that dungeon. He look
Mm,
more and more like he coming out that dungeon, bro. He got an American style now, but with the Cuban discipline. Hold on, you got some money on the floor.
Devo,
Devo.
appreciate the love. My prediction: Cruz versus Maritala is Raymond Maritala drops Andy Cruz late in the fight, but Cruz win by decision. Appreciate the love and support.
I respect
What you
that.
go
Um,
ahead, keep breaking it down.
I feel like Andy Cruz is learning fast. He's learning on the job. He letting them punch. He letting them hands go, bro. There's no more amateur. Like I don't. It's no more amateur style than his style.
Mm,
He got a Bozy style. He fight like a Philly cat. You feel me?
mm,
But you can tell he's disciplined. He's a learner. He's a student. Um, um, his punch selection was on point.
yeah.
Um, um, his opponent, bro, is just like, bro, this boy head. I think all his weight was in his head, bro. This boy had an
Real
abnormal size scalp on him, bro. Like what the fuck,
rap.
bro? Like I'm looking like, man, this nigga here is he look like he deformed or something. Bless you, baby. You know how to you know how little people. I don't want to call them, idiots, but
Yeah.
they be having small bodies with regular size heads. That's how his is, but he tall. I'm like, bro, this nigga's an easy target, bro.
So you say he 5'9" guy with a 6'5" guy's head.
Right. 135-pound body with a 330-pound head. Like like a bobblehead, bro. This nigga he like a big bobblehead, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But Andy went out there, he took care of his business, bro. He looking sharper, his hand speed is there, his feet is there, his defense is there. Um, I mean, the opponent, I think this was like one of his easiest opponents so
yeah,
far. But and I get it, like he ain't even got 10 fights, so you got to move him
right,
accordingly. You feel me?
right.
Um, But I like what I'm seeing out of Andy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm liking
Yeah,
I'm liking how he got the stoppage. I'm liking all that he dropped him like 2, 3 times. You feel me? So yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm definitely respecting and loving what I'm seeing from old Cruiser.
Cruiser thing. he turned he turning that right hand over. I tell you that.
Absolutely.
His shot selection, the hand speed. I think he gonna cause problems at 135. If it was to be Raymond Muratalla next, what you think about that fight? A lot of people seem to think that Muratalla will get him. What you think?
Well, well, as long as he stays sharp, he can beat Muratalla. How do you say his name? But I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you why. Because in the skills department, Andy shows more. He shows a
Mm,
deeper tool bag. But Muratalla is strong. You feel me? And he
mm,
punching. So as long as Andy can keep his endurance up, as long as it's a 12 round fight, and
yes,
Muratalla
sir.
ain't going nowhere. You feel me?
Yes, yes,
Um,
sir.
um, I feel like body. If he can, he already got high IQ, bro. So he's gonna go for the body. You feel
Yeah.
me? He gonna go for the body. So uh, right now, if that's next, I'm voting for Andy Cruz. But I honestly don't know because I don't know what his punch resistance is gonna be like against a Muratalla. You feel me?
Yeah. the
So
way the way I feel about Andy Cruz and the way I understand boxing in my eyes, this is not law. I'm just saying what I think. I think we haven't seen the best of Andy Cruz because the guys he fighting are clearly not on his level. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
Meaning, right now he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, working on shit, but getting these guys out. He not knocking everybody out, and I don't think you're gonna have to. And I don't also think you going to knock everybody out because everybody ain't to be knocked out. You know what I mean? Some dudes just ain't going for it that night.
right,
Uh Andy Cruz though, skill set is very high, and he's at the point where he don't have to pull everything out of his bag. You
right.
know what I mean? And he won't pull everything out his bag because it's not necessary. But I think the night that he fights a Muratalla, a Zapata, a Shakur, or any of those guys, we're going to see different things come out with Andy Cruz because he got a deep bag. He definitely got a deep bag, and he know what it's like to compete at a high level. He know what it's like to overcome at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So I think we getting a surprise with Andy Cruz because he going to appear to only get better watching him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And like you said, he's developing an American pro style, which might be good for him because the gym that he coming from, they still focus on boxing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But you working on fundamentals, you working on basics, and you getting great sparring. You know what I'm saying? And you just coming from a sturdy camp. So I feel like we haven't seen the best of Andy Cruz, and I believe these guys that's in front of him, yeah, they're gonna be trouble because they should be trouble. But I think he got something for everybody. I think he gonna be a problem for the division. You know what I mean? In the next year. You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right. I definitely agree with that, bro. Like Andy is on his way, bro, and I like what Bozy doing with him. Like I say, bro, it's you ever seen him work?
Yeah, I seen him spar probably about 4 times.
Okay, okay. I think like the way it's looking, the way he developing and blossoming, bro. Like he
Yeah,
moving fast, bro. Like his
yeah,
development is
he is.
fast. You feel me? And I respect that, bro, because you don't always see that. You don't always see
Yeah,
that. Like 6, 7, 5, 6 fights. Like you don't. Sometimes it take at least like 10 fights, 15 fights, before you just really start seeing somebody become who they are. He already
right,
breaking that door down. You feel me? So, man, I,
right.
I like I like what I'm seeing with Andy, bro. I like what I'm seeing with Andy.
Yeah.
I think right now, I think Keyshawn will still kind of get with him right now.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
right now, I think Keyshawn beats him right now. But
Keep showing that fight at 140.
I mean, they gonna have They gonna have to, bro. They gonna have to, bro.
It's gonna be it's gonna have to be at 40, right?
Second fight. You know what I'm saying? And then that fight means a lot. So once they finally collide, it ain't gonna be at 35. It's gonna be at 40. No catch weight, no nothing. You feel me? So and then Andy Cruz coming in with a lot of confidence too. So that's playing a part in his performances too, bro. He's super confident, bro. And I'm seeing it in his game. You feel me? So hey man, they need to have that fight on the 4th of July, man, because I think it's gonna be all fireworks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when they finally do meet up, you feel me?
Right. Hey Bang, the main event, man.
Yeah.
Richardson Hitchens versus George Kambosos. Yeah, I felt this is a good fight. I felt like that. This is a good fight. Not the fights where we want fair, but
Right.
this is a good fight, and this is a good opportunity for Richardson Hitchens. What did you think when you first heard about the fight?
I said Richardson Hitchens gonna jab that boy to death and box his head off. Um, I thought he I didn't know he was gonna stop him. I didn't know he was gonna stop him, but I had him beating him easy from the jump.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's all documented on Twitter, on here, Sunday dinners, all that. I said
Hmm.
it, bro. Africa gonna dominate that boy because I felt like Kambosos was too little, and he have a problem with boxers. The way that
Yeah.
Devin beat him is the best blueprint. And I was telling my son last night when we was watching the fight. I say, bro, listen, bro. My son said, man, Camboso was gonna whoop that boy. I say, what? I say, man, you been drinking. I had to give him the blowing the breathalyzer and everything. I had to make sure my young nigga wasn't drunk. I say, he finna do what? So he was like, man, no, man, I just feel like Camboso's too tough. He gonna be coming forward and whoop. I say, man, listen, man, he gonna be bulldozing in, and Africa. And I kept telling him, I say, bro, Africa fight just like Devin Haney, except that he's not as elusive as Devin Haney. It's the same fighter. Devin Haney throwing punches. We're not talking about the last fight. We talking about the Devin Haney that we have grown to know before this last fight. Devin Haney let his hands fly, bro. You feel me? So, so, so my son pointed out the fact that Africa, he'll pop him with a jab or a 1-2, and then he'll bag out. And I was like, exactly. But Devin, he'll pop you with a 1-2, boom, boom, and he'll bag out and still keep you at the end of that jab while he moving. You feel me? So the output is different, but it's the same style of fighting. uh 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 so he was like, man, Camboso's gonna keep coming in, and I think he gonna rock that boy. I say, man, listen, Camboso's keep coming in, it's gonna be a jab, jab, 1-2, jab, jab, 1-2, and he gonna get caught with it every time. And damn sure enough, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. But them body shots, it paid dividends for Africa last night. You feel me? That boy got his paper, he got his bread and butter. He didn't lose a round. He beat him easy.
Yeah.
He beat him easy,
That
bro.
that fight for me was, I felt like a fair situation because there's been a lot of names popping up, and to be honest, you don't always hear Richardson Hitchens. You hear him, but it's like a lot of times it's like, all right, well, we'll catch up with him. You know what I mean? He
Right,
kind of get the
right,
he kind of get the black sheep treatment a lot. You know what
right.
I mean? But I think it just has to do with performances. He needed this knockout.
Thanks.
I I said I said, listen, in order for you to be the guy we start talking about, you got to take over New York. Why? Because New York need a star right now, and you from New York, and it's a lot of people in New York. And one thing about New York, if you can get New York on your side, you can sell a lot of tickets because it's a lot of people in New York. You know what I'm
Thanks.
saying? Um, I I felt like he needed the knockout because Devin Haney showed you how to beat him.
Right,
Lomachenko showed you how to stop him. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But Lomachenko's stoppage, I felt like over Kambosos was more, I think, mentally. I think he was just so frustrated and so worn out from not being able to hit Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? That it was like he just shut down mentally and took the ass whooping and just got to
Right.
the point where it's like, all right, I can't do nothing. Africa, what I've been screaming about, and what I think he got mad at me about, he actually used it last night, which was his size. He has
Right.
to use his size. He has to use the fact that he is bigger than guys. He's stronger than guys. You know what I mean? I don't think Africa one of those guys out here drinking and smoking. You know what I mean? Perfectly healthy horse. So
Right.
why not go in there and run these dudes? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I felt like he did less moving. Of course, with Kambosos, you don't got to do too much moving after making a miss, because after you make a miss, he kind of get frustrated. The reason I
Right.
say he get frustrated so much is because if you look at Kambosos in the first round, right, it's a lot of rhythm and it's a lot of head movement. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But his head movement is come from him moving his feet, so it looked like he moving his head. He really not.
Right.
But when he start trying to punch, his feet completely stop, and now he's
Right.
looking for a punch. So the more you get him in heat, the more he get to standing in front of you. Hitchens, I believe, has a better punch than he give himself credit. You know what I mean? Sometimes when these guys hit you with a clean shot and they don't see you go right out, they like, man, I must not be a puncher. And I'm not saying Hitchens is a puncher, but I'm saying with that size, punching down, you could be getting a lot of these dudes out of here. You know what I
Right.
mean? And what I think he developed from that fight is being confident in his defense and sitting inside and punching with these guys, instead of sitting there letting them guys punch and then you trying to counter on the end. He was getting in between shit last night. That's how that left uppercut to the solar plex landed. That was the when he hit him with that first. Cambosis, excuse my language, looked like he shitted himself. You understand what I'm saying? When he got hit with that first one, he stepped back. He said, like he said, "Oh God." And listen, you know how you could tell that body shot hurt? He protected his body after that, and he didn't give a fuck if he got hit in the head. He got hit in the
Right.
head probably about 4 times after that. You know what I'm saying? Before they tangled up. Uh, the way Africa handled it, I like. He kept his composure. He didn't unload, like he didn't go crazy with the punches. He didn't start throwing wild punches. He still kept it sharp. The right hand was sharp. You know what I mean? After hurting him, he just kept the easy pressure on him. He wasn't jumping back too far. Sometimes he would, but not too much.
Right.
He wasn't jumping back too far. He was keeping Cambosos in front of him. And he was placing that right hand. And when he started really breaking that body up, that's when he started seeing results. My thing is, right,
Right.
he has it. I think last night he realized it. He called out Devin Haney. He called out Teofimo Lopez. Do we need one of those fights next?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He a champion. Why not? Um, I will say this though. How you mentioned how he's starting to gain that belief in himself. He actually said that. He was like, man, I, I'm used to playing it safe, but tonight, you know what I'm saying? I got my confidence up more. I take more risks now. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking more risks now. So he gained that believability, bro. He even admitted to it. You feel me? So I really feel like Africa is gonna be a dude. He's gonna be somebody to be. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. His range, his jab. He got good IQ, good distance. Um, um, he got the hand speed. Um, like I say, as long as he raised his confidence a little bit more, he was patient last night. That's what I was seeing. I told my son the whole time. I say, man, he being patient with Kambosos, and Kambosos, he come out there with a bunch of energy trying to scare you. You feel me? Like, but he ain't really doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kambosos ready to get in a fight. That's why he
Mhm,
have a problem with boxers, because he be so ready to fight. Lomachenko, when Kambosos fought Lomachenko, I saw him do what Devin did for like the first two to three rounds, maybe. But I know
mhm,
when he first came out in that first round, he was making sure that he would turn with Lomachenko and pop him in the stomach. And it was working for him. In the beginning,
mhm,
it was working for him. Even though he got stopped and Lomachenko pretty much dominated the fight, Cambosos looked good in them first like like 2 to 3 rounds because he was doing what Devin did. He was turning with him and going for that stomach, going for that stomach, and it was fading Lomachenko. Lomachenko was feeling it. So
Hmm.
but he gets mentally tired and frustrated because he got bad habits. You know what I'm saying? He got bad habits, and his bad habits is, man, I'm just ready to fight and lay it all down on the line. But he do it too soon. You feel me? His old habits is his bad habits. That's why he can't get past these boxers and stay off of the end of their jab. Lyanna Cruz, she throw a jab like this here, boom, 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 like she stayed keeping her head like off the center line. You feel me? That was another thing. Right, right, right. Just know what I'm saying? Like that there. Kambosos don't got that. You gonna need that if you gonna be out there with boxers that understand what the importance of a jab. So just as much as you understand the importance of a jab, you gotta understand the importance of how to throw the jab. Getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So yeah, Cambosos, man. I seen something that he put up. He looked like he ready to retire, bro. I think now will I say I think he should retire right now? I wouldn't say that because I don't know what his financial shit like. I don't know how bored he get when he not boxing. You feel me? I still think there's some good fights out there for him. You feel me? So I respect Cambosos on the strength of him looking at Tiafimo and telling them, bro, you are not undisputed. Devin Haney got the real WBC belt. So when I beat your ass, I'm going to go and I'm going to fight Devin Haney and I'm going to become the real undisputed champion. I respected that because he did everything he said he was going to do except for beat Devin Haney. But he fought him though, and he gave him a shot. You feel me? And I always respected Cambosos for that. You feel me? So yeah, man, straight up.
Can you?
Oh, wait, let me see.
What we looking like now?
You good on my end, but it's always like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see you, but they might not be able to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How
So
we
let's
looking now, ladies and gentlemen? He said we good.
you
He said
rolling
we
now.
back.
You
So
rolling now.
so 140 pounds. So, I mean, we got. I mean, Devin Haney, we think moved up. He talked about coming back down or going, staying up, whatever they do. We just gonna call the names though. So if it was Devin Haney, what you think? What kind of style fight we get? Mm.
High level IQ. I think we get speed. I think we get 1,000 jabs before the end of the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin Haney beats him because, like I say, they the same fighter, but Devin Haney got a deeper tool bag. He utilizes more. You feel me? You froze up again, boy. Try to cut your Wi-Fi on. Hey, look, you posing like this here. On the screen. Hey, hey, can y'all at least hear him? Nah, for real. Uh,
All right, I'm about to unfreeze it. All right. Oh man.
you good. You good. You good. You good. You good. All right. So yeah, man. What you saying? They were saying something about 140. We get a high level. We get a high level chess match. A lot of speed. A lot of range. But like I say, man, I just think Devin got a deeper. He utilizes his tool bag more than what Hitchens do. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin is more confident. He's more confident than Richardson. You know what I'm saying? But like I say. I'm not. I mean, you're only as good as your last fight. I'm just going off the history of Devin Haney. I've seen Devin Haney fight like 5 different ways. You feel me? Like even like when he fought Lomachenko, he came out small. He came out real small and balled up. You feel me? I didn't understand what he was doing. You feel me? I'm thinking like, damn, bro, just keep. You know what I'm saying? Use your range. You bigger than him, but he stayed little in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He stayed little in the beginning, so. I think Devin Haney got more ways to fight than Africa do. So I got Haney right now in that fight. I got Haney. You say they say what? You froze up again. Hey, look, the chat ain't even moving on my end, but it's hold on, wait. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, now let me a gold pile of shit.
You guys are crazy.
Man. Okay, so whole 276 say Hitchens smoke them, y'all tripping. But like, all right, so look, this is what I don't see that though. Because the impressive Dev, I think a lot of people is mad at Devin because of his daddy and that last fight and that Ryan fight. But
Mm,
Hitchens is not like I like Hitchens. I like Hitchens, but I just think Dev got more experience. All his fights been big fights as of lately. You feel me?
mm-hmm,
Like it's the level. It's a level. It's a difference in level. You know what I'm saying? Like I
mm,
don't know. I think Dev gonna show separation. I
yeah.
think he gonna
I
really show separation.
I think if that I think I'm gonna be fair, man. I don't know what it is, but with certain fights, I think because neither guy is the biggest puncher, right? But they both fast. They
Right.
both boxers.
Right.
I think we get a classic matchup, to be honest.
I think we do
Because
too.
I think when in your mind, when you tell yourself, yeah, this guy punch hard, then you're a little hesitant. But then when you in there with somebody you don't think punch hard, you're gonna let more punches go. So I
Right.
think that'll be both of their mindsets. Like this guy don't hit that hard. I can step to him
Right.
and I can put some
Right.
combinations on him. And the fact that they both boxers, they can read rhythm and they gonna work off of that. I think that's gonna be a really good matchup. What do you think about if it was Africa versus Tio?
I think Africa would be a nightmare for T.O. because he's a boxer. He's patient.
Mm,
He not charging
mm,
in. He gonna keep him at the end of that jab. I don't even think T.O. gonna take that fight. To be honest with you, I don't think he'll take
mm.
that fight. I think
So what is
last
it?
night, I think last night with T.O. getting in the ring was just him showing off his clown.
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying? Like I just think he's showing off his clown.
yeah,
Cause he'll do all that woofing. He'll do all that
yeah,
woofing. But as soon as
yeah,
you open that gate, the boy gonna
yeah.
shut up and start bagging up. You
Okay.
feel me? I
So
just
he
think he a
just
fraud, bro.
so you think he just the dog that's always barking?
That's it. And he can fight. Yeah, bro. Like after that little situation happened with Keyshawn and Turkey, when they called that boy and he wanted to, he oh man, I thought you were gonna give me boots. You've been crying about this money. I'm gonna give you the
Mhm,
same money I was gonna give you for boots in a harder fight against
mhm,
a bigger man. I'm gonna give it to you for Keyshawn. Somebody that size up with you. He a champion. Why not?
mm,
You feel me?
mm,
Oh no, man, I'm cool on that. What you cool on that for? This is the one that
mm.
really makes sense. You talk
Right.
shit about him. You see, he confronted you about it on stage. You shook his hand. You didn't want no smoke. You got up and you got out of the smoker section once you found out that we smoke in this club. You feel me?
Mm,
You packed up, you grabbed your girl and your crew, and y'all left the building.
mm,
This the smoker section, baby. Hey, stay tuned for the smoke show right after the Sunday dinner on Fighting Words with Bang. You feel me? Straight up. But this the smoker section, bro. You feel me? So I don't understand To's angle. Who do you want to fight, bro? Who do you
mm-hmm,
really want to fight?
mm-hmm.
Because
Do you,
because Turkey is willing to. to put you out there with anybody, bro. All
Yeah.
you gotta do is say
Real
the
shit.
name.
Real shit. Who do you think? What do you think about Gary Antoine Russell in Africa?
Gary Antoine gonna fuck around, stop that boy.
Mm. Talk to me.
I just think it's too much. It's too much velocity, too much ferociousness. I don't think
Mm.
that Africa is strong enough. He can keep. He can. All right, so he can probably keep Gary Antoine at the end of that jab. Notice Africa never says his name. Never. He say
Mm.
everybody else's name, but he never. I never heard him say Gary Antoine Russell. I never heard him say that. Maybe I could be wrong, but I never heard it. I heard
Yeah.
T.O. Devin. I heard everybody else, but I never heard Gary Antoine. I think Gary Antoine is too fast, too ferocious, too many angles, too tricky. You feel me? But he
Yeah.
can keep Gary Antoine at the end of that jab. But if he Gary Antoine got the head movement, he could possibly get in there and punish that boy, bro. He could
He
possibly get in there and punish him.
they got history from the amateurs. They fought in the Olympic trials.
How did it look?
Gary Antoine got over.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the amateurs. Gary
Was it like a crucial situation or did he just beat him?
to me it looked like Gary Antoine, just what you were saying, he was overwhelming him. You know what I mean? Throwing a lot of punches, body in the head. You know what I mean?
Right,
Just constantly on you, not letting you breathe. You know what I mean? It
right,
looked like that type of fight.
right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that might be why he never calls him out. You feel
Mm,
me?
yeah,
Because he know what he bringing. You feel me? And let me say this, bro. I know a lot of people heard me say what I said about Gary Antoine fighting one way against when he was finna get ready to fight El Rayo, right? And I voted for El Rayo to win. You feel me?
yeah,
I was voting for El Rayo in that fight. And
yeah,
I always understood who Gary Antoine was. I just only saw that version of him.
yeah,
That fight against Rayo, I never seen that version of him.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? And
yeah.
and your boy Nook, well connected, he was saying like, bro, if you go back and look at his amateur fights, he's a good boxer. He can box. But I'm thinking like, bro, that shit don't count to me. You
Hmm.
feel me? Because on this big stage, can he stay calm and poised under those big lights? Can he control himself and become that boxer that y'all know and love? I don't know that boxer. I don't know that Gary Antoine, but I was introduced to him against El Rayo. You feel me? And if he can carry out through his career and use that El Rayo style more often, Gary Antoine gonna be top five, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
On the strength of if he keep fighting and beating dudes the way he beat Ryo, it's gonna
right,
be a lot of people that don't want to fight him.
right,
And
right.
I always give credit to the avoided fighter
Mm,
because that means I already beat you. You feel
right.
me? Like if it's time for you to come, if I come to your house and I call you outside and you don't want no smoke with me, bro, I already, bro, you man, get away from me. You
Yeah,
feel me?
mentally, I got you beat already.
Yeah. Hell yeah, absolutely.
You let me step up to your door and talk crazy, and nobody came out. What about Africa versus Abuelo Puerto,
Where,
Puello?
where you go? Uh,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I think Puello is the Hispanic one, right?
Yeah, that's the one that beat Gary Antoine. I think he's Dominican.
Okay, and Paro is the Australian, right?
Paro already lost to Africa.
Right. All right, so Puello against Africa, bro. Uh,
Mm,
man, I can't call that fight right now, bro. Because here's the thing, bro. I'm trying to see if his jab is gonna be enough
mm,
against Preo. You feel me? Like
hmm.
I don't know if his jab will be enough, but I think he might be able to do it, bro. If he because he take his time and he stay calm. You feel me? That's a big thing. That's a big bonus in a fighter style to remain calm and remain relaxed. You feel me?
Right,
Like in the
right,
heat of the fire. You feel me? So I really
right.
feel like Africa got that part in the bag, and he's gonna stick
Yeah,
to his game plan. So
yeah,
um, I don't know, bro. If they fought, I would vote for Africa. I would definitely vote for Africa, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
I
think that
really
would
don't
be a
know.
great fight. I think that would be a great fight as well because of the different style. Puyo is a boxer, but at the same time, he don't mind getting dirty. He don't mind getting in the inside, and his
Right,
punches sometimes come out a little awkward. And I think that would give anybody trouble. But I think Africa will be able to handle it because Puyo not being the youngest out of the bunch. You know what I mean? He fighting at a different pace. I think he kind of fights at Africa's pace. You know what I mean? Where you picking your shots, you taking your time, you trying to place your shots, he sizing everything up. I think that would suit Africa really well because he is faster, younger, a little bit
right,
bigger, stronger. I mean, but it's his pace. But it could be tricky as well because Puyo coming from the southpaw stance with the long arms, you
right,
know what I mean,
right.
the offset timing, things like that. So I mean, I look forward to that match though, if it could happen. What you think
I
about Africa and Subriel Matias?
think he can beat Super, bro. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because I felt like I always say, bro. I felt like before the Ryan and Devin fight, and before
Hmm.
the Matias versus um uh uh pro, pro, how you say his name?
Paro.
The Paro. I always felt like, bro, Matias, bro, you gotta be standing there for him to win. You feel
Hmm.
me? You gotta be standing there. If you circle him, you ain't gotta run from him. Just keep him at the end of something. Keep him at the end of something. He don't got no game. I don't think
Hmm.
Matias, he hit hard, bro, but he don't got no game. He don't really got
Hmm.
no good feet. He don't really got no like angles like talking about. He just like he'll stand there. He damn near fight like a Mexican. You feel me? Just a
Hmm.
little bit more, just a little bit more. He a little bit more selective with his punching than the Mexican is. You feel me? There's no disrespect to the
Oh,
Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
somebody keeps saying I'm wrong. I don't think you listened to what I said. I didn't say that Puyo don't let his hands go, but I said he fight at a slower pace. He do. If you go back and watch him, he fight at a slower pace than Gary Antoine Russell. That's why Gary Antoine Russell burned himself out. He fight at a slower pace than a Devin Haney. He fight at a slower pace than a Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We talking about the guys, you know what I mean, of that caliber. We're not talking about just anybody. You know what I mean? Of course, Puyo gonna let his hands go, but he does fight at a slower pace if you watch him. You know what I mean? He a
right,
boxer. He a little bit more crafty than most guys. You know what I mean?
right. Um, yeah, I like Matias, bro. He good for the game. You know what I'm saying? He'll break you down. What's old buddy name? Um, the man is not uh Herkish. Is it Herkishev
The one that he
that fought
fought, the
him?
Russian kid. Yeah,
Yeah, is it Herkishev? Because I know his name
yeah,
kind of sounds like the heavyweight dude.
yeah.
Uh,
Ergashev is one of them. Yeah, Ergashev.
Ergashev. Yeah, so Ergashev was very successful in the beginning of that fight until he started sitting there and taking the punches from that boy. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So I think with Matias, bro, you just got to box him, bro. Like I don't think he underrated. I just don't put him way up there like everybody else do. He breaking shit down. He not a one punch knockout artist, but he'll break you down. He'll tenderize
Right,
you. You feel me?
right,
Like he'll break you down. Know what I'm saying? He's strong. He got them thudding punches.
right,
But I just feel like his IQ not just all that. He tough. He can take a punch and he gonna keep coming at you. So you gotta make him respect you. If you
for
can't
sure.
out muscle him, just keep him at the end of that stick all night long. And one,
Right,
two, and just set things up behind that jab. You gotta set things up behind that jab when it come to Matias. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right.
just keep your distance. You feel me? So I think he can be beat, bro. I think I don't know, bro. I got Africa in that fight.
Mm, mm. I hope. Man, I mean, thinking about these fights, talking about these fights. I hope we get one of these fights next. But
Facts.
bang, listen. I got one more question. I don't know if we talked about it, and I
Right,
mean, but it's been a topic, and I think this is what the game has been waiting on, low key.
right.
Boots going to 154.
Boots
Talk to
going
me.
to 154.
What you think?
It's time to suit up. It's time to suit up. You finna he got the call. We at war. I need you. I need uh I know you're a solid soldier. Know what I'm saying? Your job title in this military is infantry. So
Mm,
you're gonna have to be on the front line. It's a war out
mm,
there.
mm.
Um, um, we got Boychuk, we got Virgil, we got Fundora, we got Boychuk, Fundora, we got Lubin,
Murder,
we got we got Conwell,
murder to Zalias.
we got Murder,
Mm-hmm.
we got Murder.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I feel like as long as Boots keep his defense up against Murder, he can
Mm-hmm.
outbox Murder. But Murder, them hoes is coming, bro. They coming, bro. They
Yeah.
coming, bro. Them punches is coming, bro. You got man, 54, bro, is
What
war.
about what about what about the guy that beat Conwell?
Oh, Boots gonna beat him.
I'm
Boots
just
gonna
saying.
beat him. I
I'm
ain't
just
putting him
saying
out
it.
there like he trash, but stylistically, bro, I just think Boots gonna uh, he
Mm-hmm.
too fast for him. Boots gonna be too
Mm,
fast for him, bro. He gonna
mm.
be too fast for him. And how is he punching? Because I
Who?
think because if Boots don't respect his power, bro, and he not doing a lot of moving, Boots gonna pound
Mm,
on that boy. He gonna
mm.
pound on that boy, bro. You feel me?
2 cents said Boots Buffet, all you can eat.
Man, he like Boots gonna run through that joint, man.
Hey,
Hey,
but what you
man.
think? What you think about Jamel and Boots?
I don't think Jamel gonna man. I'm hearing Jamel talking about that 154 business, bro, but I don't think he'll probably come back at 160, bro. I think his first fight gonna be at a catch weight. I don't think he
Mm,
gonna make a solid weight class. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be somewhere in between 54 and 60 when he come back. Mark my words. Anybody out there, because he said he want Fundora. And I think he called out Murder too. Whoever got a belt at 54, because they all got his belts. I think he's still lineal, but everybody else got his belts at 54. If I ain't
yeah,
mistaken. I
yeah,
could be wrong. But I don't think Charlo is an official champion at 54 no more because of the layoff. You feel me? But
okay,
Charlo is a challenge for Boots.
yeah.
Murder is a challenge for Boots. Lubin is a good fight for Boots. Uh uh
What about Fundora?
Fundora is a challenge for Boots. Only off the range, but Boots. See, I never seen Boots really have to use an overhand right. You feel me?
Mm,
Hey, the thumbnails in too. Just got the alert. So
appreciate
hey,
the love.
shout out to my editor too, man. Shout out to our editor, man. We got the live editor in the game, bro. You know what I'm
Bad
saying?
motherfucker.
Bad mama slammer, boy. But
Uh huh.
I never really seen Boots have to utilize a overhand right, and
Right,
that's gonna be the bread and butter to beating Fundora. He's a sucker for the overhand right, bro. And as long as he can get it off quick and then come back with something, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like I think he can flush Fundora, but that's a hard fight to have. That's why I love the 54 division, bro, because ain't nothing easy. I don't think none of
Yeah,
these out of everybody that's at 54, I don't see
yeah.
on paper, I don't see none of it being easy for Boots. But I see Boots having to go in his bag and really showing us who he is. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
I do see that. I do see us finding out who Boots really is at 154. Healthier, heavier, you know what I'm saying? Feeling a little bit better, a little bit more elusive. You feel me?
Yeah,
Stronger. So yeah, hey, yeah, I like
Somebody,
it.
somebody, somebody just commented and said Boots and Thurman at 54. What you think about that?
Love it. You know why? And I
Talk
got
to me.
boots. I got boots. You know why? Because we still don't know if Keith Thurman is an old man or not. Like I say, and
Ooh.
when he went to Australia, he on oh, you got some money on the flow too. We love the
Free
love.
game, zero millionaire dreams. Appreciate the love. Keep doing your thing, Joe. Appreciate the love. He must be from that DMV.
Right, right.
Free
No,
game. Appreciate the love.
because he said Joe, huh?
Uh huh.
uh uh um what we was at? Boots versus oh no, we was talking about Keith Thurman. So Keith Thurman go to Australia and he
Yeah.
flushed Brock Jarvis in like the fourth round or something.
Yo, how do you remember that boy name, man?
Hey man, I don't know, bro. Cause I ain't high right now. That's the thing. His name was
Oh, he said
Brock Jarvis.
Chicago.
Oh, okay, from Chicago. Yeah, they say
Yeah.
Joe in Chicago. God
I ain't
damn,
never knew that.
Joe. Damn, Joe. Yeah, I used to listen to Twister back in the gap. They said Joe a lot. So yeah, yeah,
Okay.
he right. He right.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
um,
funny.
he went out there and he beat Brock Jarvis early, so we didn't get a chance to see Keith Thurman get punched on like talking about, and we didn't see him get drug into the deep waters. We don't know what his gears is like now. Them sprockets might be a little stripped. You feel me? So so
Mm,
so I like that fight for Boots. It's a good matchup. If we get the old Keith Thurman against Boots, that's a great matchup. But I think Boots' body work will stop Keith Thurman because he's still
mm.
tender in the center. We all know Keith Thurman's chin insurance was
Ah,
pretty much full coverage when he was at when he had his 47 run. He had a
yeah.
pre he had pretty he paid he did you get them payments? Because
Yeah,
I
you
know he
know I
went through
did.
your insurance company.
You know I like to let it be known, man. If they ain't got it, I'm gonna speak on it.
Understood. So he paid his fees. He
For
his all right. So I never seen Keith Thurman's insurance policy lapse. He always paid
oh,
his bills, but
oh,
that he wasn't bumper to bumper. He wasn't full coverage. Keith Thurman
oh,
ain't full coverage on his insurance because his center has always been tender. You feel me?
mm,
And that
yeah,
and you know Boots gonna go for that. Boots is he's a hell of a body puncher. He uses all his tools. You feel
yeah,
me? He
yeah.
uses all his tools. So absolutely, I like that fight at 54. I like that fight.
Hey man, y'all hear my man giving that good gospel out, man. Make sure you show love. Yeah, I mean, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you follow Fighting Words with Bang. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? The preferred method for donations will be Cash App. Mine's Greggy Cash, Gregie Cash. Bang is half animal 1 5. That's
My
him. You know what I'm
God.
saying?
My God. Half
you,
animal, one
you,
five. Know what I'm saying?
you ain't gotta
Hey,
like it.
straight up.
You ain't gotta like it, but you're gonna learn to love it. Yeah, I
Hey
mean, this is
man.
my guy. Every Sunday we holding Sunday down, so you
Fact,
shouldn't be nowhere else until you
fact,
check in. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. We holding Sundays down. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? We holding the gospel. We holding court. We holding whatever you need us to hold. You understand? We gonna whatever you need to hold. We gonna have it over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all gotta stop playing. If y'all fuck with them, y'all fuck with Terry and them. So come on over here and fuck with Bang and them.
Yeah, man, fuck with us like y'all fuck with them. 2 cents. Salute to you, boy. I've been seeing something too. Um, they were saying Pitbull versus Africa. But I think Pitbull going back to 35, bro. I think he learned his lesson. You feel me? He too small for 40. You feel me?
Maybe, maybe
For real.
he might.
Pistol
He might
Fury,
that.
salute. Our
Hey,
man
get
Little Hannibal, salute.
that should be. That should be. That'd still be interesting though. Don't get it fucked up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like it. I definitely like it, man.
I like Pitbull versus anybody because I know one thing Pitbull gonna do is push the bill. He gonna push you. He want to
Facts.
see what's
Facts.
he want to see what's up under the hood. What type engine you
Facts.
got? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Hey,
So I like.
salute. Salute to the walkers too. We love the love. We love the
For
love.
sure. For sure.
We love the
Big
love to the
Sup-
walkers.
Big Supreme in the house. Empty the clip. Tago, 2 cents. They in the building, man. Who we
Absolutely,
got?
man.
I ain't see my man Foreign in here today.
Yeah, man. Where you at, boy? He probably be out. He out getting fat full somewhere, man. It's Father's Day, man. I didn't expect to
Lady
see
J.
this many people here.
Lady J in the
Lady,
building.
lady,
Heaven Williams. Yeah.
salute, 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 Lady
The
J. We love you.
the Cardenas in here.
Rocco McBride. He say Boots versus Talez is the logical fight. I don't think Talez should get out there with Boots just yet. You
Yeah, I think
feel
it's
me?
too early for Tellez. He just started with his momentum. You know what I mean?
Right,
That
right,
fight with J Rock is what he needed. He passed the test. That was a great test for him. He went the distance. Um, it I think it Boots would be like 2 steps ahead right now.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
I think him fighting Boots right now would be him taking two big jumps. And that's no disrespect because 154 is Tellez's weight class. The thing is, Boots is a well-seasoned fighter. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He know what he have to do. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
think Tellez has reached that level mentally, but I do feel like in the future that is a great fight. Within
Absolutely,
another
absolutely.
like another 2 years. I think that's a great fight.
Like Talez, Talez trained about 7 minutes away from my front door at Coach Ronnie gym, bro. I like Talez, bro. He's smooth, like, and I still stand on this. Today, if it happened, like if it was next, I know it might be, you know what I'm saying, too soon to put them boys in the ring together right now because they both like, you know what I'm saying, they getting their game together. But I
Yeah.
still got him beating Xander, bro. I got him beating
Mm.
Xander, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It
Tellez
might be
beating Xander.
it might be an
I like
unpopular opinion, but
yeah. I like that fight though. I need to see a fight like that. I like that fight. Don't get it fucked up. We need
yeah,
to see Xander in the ring with anybody. You know what I mean? At this
right,
point,
right,
Xander
right.
Xander been getting away. You know what I mean with the tricycle for a while. It's time to put him on two wheels and let him ride. You feel me?
Um, hold on, see. Okay, so Clip say that's the way for Boots to grab that WBA title. He WBA super champ. He can move up. He can move up and challenge for it. Ain't his fault Tellez is young. This nigga Clip. Fuck that. If you out there, get out there. Hey, man.
Be outside so damn bad.
Yeah, now for real, know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
what I do understand about the game, bro, even though like how they gave that boy how he got the interim title right now at 54, I really feel like he's still in the developmental stage, and I think that that's what they was doing with Keyshawn too. That's why Keyshawn was getting
Mhm.
the place he was getting because he champion, but at the same time I'm in development. Know what I'm saying? So they gonna give him who was that he just didn't fight De Los Santos, which is
Okay.
a threat, which is a threat, but De Los Santos to me, he not the cream of the crop like a Tank or you understand what I'm saying? So so
Hey,
so and that was gonna be his biggest fight. You feel me?
I got a
Um,
I got a question, Bang. Not to cut you off. I got a question. It's funny you say De Los Santos, right? And
right,
De Los Santos, I think, is getting ready to do business with Jay Prince, right?
right, right,
Let's say Jay Prince signed De Los Santos. Do you
right.
think he keep him at 135 or he move him up to 40 and cause trouble at 40?
No, 35 because De Los Santos trainer said it out his own mouth, and De Los
Mm,
Santos said it too. Um, um,
okay.
I can't. I can make 40, but I'm not a 140 pounder. Like
Okay.
I'm at 35. Like, know what I'm saying? Like I think he's standing on 30 on being a 35 pounder. You feel me? And plus, I
Okay.
think he want a shot at the gold. He want to try to become champion at 35. He need that jury. You feel me? So I think he
Okay.
I think he want to be at 35. He said he not moving up. You know what I'm saying? De Los Santos
Mm.
said he's not moving up.
Well, I can't be mad at him for that.
Yeah, but you dealing with Jay Prince. He might tell you, hey man, look, man, I got some more money for you. You
Yeah,
feel me? I got some
yeah,
money at 140 for you. What you gonna do? You
we ain't
feel
gonna
me?
do all the playing around. Let's get to it.
Right,
Cause I
right,
think,
right.
cause I asked that because I think De Los Santos would get more opportunities at 40. That's why I said that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely more opportunities at 40.
Yeah,
Because
I
you gotta
mean,
think like I haven't heard Tank call him out. I ain't heard nobody call out De Los Santos. Nobody.
you're not.
Right, right. And you also, we learn our lessons with these fighters. Like how Pitbull was a late replacement for Rolly against Tank. He'll never be nobody else's late replacement again. You feel me? De Los
Mm,
Santos was a late replacement against Rayo for like a week or two or something like that. He'll never
mm-hmm,
be nobody else's late replacement. Never. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So whoever fight De Los Santos, they gonna have to want to fight De Los Santos. And I don't hear nobody calling them out.
right.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
they saying Keyshawn was kind of copping out, coming in overweight. You feel me? Like he kept it right under 5 pounds so the fight wouldn't be off. He thought they was gonna take the money, but he kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. And speaking of
Yeah.
Keyshawn, a lot of people are saying, oh man, such and such beat Keyshawn. Such and such a beat Keyshawn. Keyshawn, he gonna get his ass whooped at 40 and all. But I'm thinking like, bro, even though what happened just happened, bro, Keyshawn be kicking shit. He be kicking niggas. He kick ass, bro. Like we
He
can't
do.
forget that nigga can really fight, bro. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not throwing the towel in on him because you got to think, bro. I saw Mike Tyson bite Lennox Lewis on the ankle at a press conference. I saw Mike Tyson bite niggas' ears off. I saw Riddick Bowe two pieces opponent at a press conference. Uh, uh,
I seen
I
Riddick
saw.
Bowe get into a whole free fall.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it's like things happen, bro. So I wouldn't just hang up Keyshawn's jersey so soon, bro, because he just getting started. It was some young nigga shit he did, and it happens. It's boxing, bro. You feel me?
Right.
I think he was out of line. I don't approve of it, but we've seen worse. We've seen worse, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't think it's over for him, bro. Like, and he still is an ass kicker. Like the boy kicks ass, like for real. So I don't know, bro. I'm not hanging it up on Keyshawn just so soon. I don't support what he did, but I think he still got a lot of forward motion ahead of him, bro.
Right. I can't
You know
be
what I'm
mad at
saying?
that, Bang. That was a hell of a breakdown, a thorough breakdown. This is GHB TV. You looking at GHB TV and fighting words with Bang. This is how it
Fact,
goes down over here. If you don't like it, you will learn to love it. Just stick with
fact,
us. You know what I mean?
fact.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, cut them notifications on, and fuck with us. My man Bang will be starting the Sunday Smoke Show shortly. I would suggest you go ahead and get you a drink. Go ahead and roll you something up. Go ahead
Fact.
and grab your platter. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that makes you happy, because we get ready to get it jumping. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
On the
We
smoke
do
show.
the smoke show for everybody that's new to the situation, right? So
Yeah.
every Sunday we do Sunday dinner. This week we in Philly at Greg's house. He's serving his plates. We serving
Yeah.
y'all from his crib, right?
Yeah.
Next Sunday, we gonna be on Fighting Words with Bang. Y'all gonna pull up to my crib, and I'm gonna be serving y'all from my house. But every Sunday, we doing Sunday dinner, and right after the dinner, we have the smoke show. That's a new installment that we adding. Where
Hmm.
if we at Greg house today for Sunday dinner, we coming to, we
Hmm.
jumping on the jet, and we coming back to Houston for the smoke show. It's the kickback, and we doing the stream yard, the smoke show is the stream yard, but we gonna keep it professional. We gonna keep it respectful. You feel me?
Right.
Uh, uh. So it's always gonna be us two for Sunday dinner, and then right after Sunday dinner, we do the smoke show on the stream yard. So y'all can come up and y'all can speak on what we spoke on. Give us y'all thoughts on what y'all want to say because we don't really be hitting the chat like I know y'all want us to. You feel me? But
Hmm.
we just be cooking, we serving. You feel me? Brandon Ellis, she happy Father's Day, baby Bubba. We love the love. You got
Yeah.
the red
He,
on the screen, Greg. You
he
got
would
money
he
on
would
the floor.
he ain't want to let us go. Happy Father's Day, fellas. He said, fellas, it's boots to asses when Jerron Ennis arrives at 154. No tune-ups, no soft targets. Thurman, Charlo, Madrimov, Fundora, Lubin, Ortiz, they're all in line of fire. He's not coming to fit in. He's coming to dominate and take over the division. Be ready. Ooh, wee.
Absolutely. We
That's how you
love the
feel.
love.
That's how you feel, Alashik.
We love the love, man. You
I mean, I
feel me?
can't. I can't get mad at him for that, man. Appreciate the donation as well. Um, I mean, he basically said it. That's what he. One thing I like about Boots, man, he ain't trying to be nobody's friend, and I can guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't in there looking to be cool with nobody. He trying to get the job done. 410 Mo baby, appreciate the donation, cousin.
We
It's
love the
definitely
love.
love. Yes, sir. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an
So,
exciting time for boxing, I believe. We're gonna
absolutely.
get a lot of
Absolutely.
we're gonna get a lot of good matchups that we want and like. You know what I'm saying? At the 154-pound division. It's gonna be a lot of exciting fights. And I think it's gonna even start some type of tournament style. Because I believe them belts is gonna be getting rotated. That's just me.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Mhm.
bro. It's listen, bro. If anybody go undisputed, belt for belt, like one belt by like belt for belt at 154, bro, they gotta go down and go history, bro. Right
Mhm.
now in this era of 154, they gotta go down and go history, bro. Anybody that go undisputed at 54 right now, they gotta be in the GOAT talks, bro. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
bro, 'cause that's a war zone, bro. That's the battlefield, bro. It's guns out there, knives, muskets, bombs, mines, tanks, Apache helicopters, all that,
Absolutely.
man. It's crazy. It's crazy at 154, bro. I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling
So,
you, bro.
I'm looking forward to the future of boxing, man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
the appreciate the love and support, ladies and gentlemen. Again, half animal on Cash App. That's Bang, half animal 15. Me, Greggy Cash, Gregie Cash.
Hey,
Appreciate the love and support. Get with us. And a few, we're gonna be over at the smoke show, man. Appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
just give it about 20 minutes, man. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe, man. Y'all gonna see it's fighting words with Bang. When you go to the page, you're gonna see this beautiful logo. If you don't see this logo, that ain't it. You feel me?
Yep.
So if y'all ain't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. We finna fire up this dope. You feel me? We finna pull these cups up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna kick back and have this smoke show. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Stream yard. Y'all go ahead and pull up and we gonna light it up, man. We love the love. Y'all know the slogan.
Gotta know. Appreciate y'all.